Fritz Jakob Haber was a German chemist born in Breslau, Germany on the 9th of December in 1868. He attended the St. Elizabeth Classical School of Breslau and showed an impressive skill for chemistry. From 1886 to 1891, he studied chemistry at the University of Heisenberg under Robert Bunsen. Name sound familiar? He invented the Bunsen burner. Fritz also studied at the University of Berlin and at the Technical School in Charlottenburg. Eventually, after experimenting in physics and chemistry, he couldn't decide on which one to pursue for his career. Finally, in 1918, he developed a way to pull nitrogen from the air that could be used as fertilizer feeding Germany's exploding population. This discovery was so beneficial to not only Germany, but the world, that historians believe that our population might not have ever been able to reach 7.2 billion if Fritz didn't invent this. Because of his amazing discovery, he won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1919. However, this is where Fritz's story begins to get dark. During World War I, Fritz proposed the weaponization of chlorine gas that could help Germany during the war. Naturally, the Germans loved the idea and immediately gave Fritz a private and secret laboratory to begin work on an incredibly deadly weapon. On April 22, 1915, 6,000 cylinders of Fritz's poison gas was opened on the British at the Battle of Ypres. In 10 minutes, 1,000 soldiers died and 4,000 were wounded. A month after that attack, 500 tons of the gas had been released onto battlefields. It was amazing how someone who saved thousands of lives could also destroy thousands more. His wife, Clara Immerwahr, also a gifted chemist, shot herself in shame of the horrific weapon her husband created. He then abandoned his son and continued to work on his poison gas for years. Trying to help his country with struggling debt from the war, he worked on a system to extract gold from seawater. He failed and was extremely frustrated. At the age of 65, Fritz died in Switzerland to a heart attack on 29 January 1934. My reflection of Fritz Haber is a complicated one to explain. On one hand, he did save thousands of lives with his fertilizer, but on the other, he did destroy thousands with his poison gas. Learning about him, I realized that science is neither good nor bad, but the way we use it can affect people positively or negatively. Sometimes, the most hopeful inventions could accidentally murder millions of people, and intentional weapons could save millions more. Fritz must have impacted me statistically speaking. My starving ancestor might have taken a bite out of Fritz's fertilized bread, leading to me a couple generations later. Additional interesting facts. Fritz invented the process to extract nitrogen, but Karl Posch shortened it and commercialized it. If you read the biography of Fritz Haber at the Nobel Prize website, less than half a sentence is devoted to his work on poison gas. Fritz wasn't the first person to invent gas as a weapon. The French had used tear gas to less deadly effect, but it was still prohibitive for future wars. His abandoned son shot himself at 44, ashamed of his father's work. Fritz was actually a Jew in his childhood, so when Hitler came into power, he had to leave the country he loved because of his background.